And you did answer some of the questions there. One thing I didn't hear you mention is, I'm sure, listen, you're on the field running around for an entire game. I'm sure there has to be some physical part to this as well. And now you're asking refs to go in and do a game immediately. How about from that aspect of it?
These guys are in great shape. They've all had their physicals in March. They have all been training themselves. They know the responsibilities. You know, once the game starts, they're out running right away. So they are ready. They haven't been sitting on their couches watching television. These guys are in great shape. Physically, they'll be able to work. There isn't going to be a problem. The problem is we want everything to be perfect tonight, and nothing is perfect, of course. But you've got the regular refs back. They are ready physically, mentally. They are prepared, and it's a wonderful feeling to know that. They've been waiting in the wings for this to happen, and probably all have had their bags packed.
And then the final thought, Jerry, is not only as far as being in shape and all that sort of thing, game ready, but every single year brings changes and things like that to league rules. And they've been locked out now since June. People have only started paying attention a couple of weeks ago, but they've been locked out for a while. Are you at all concerned that there will be any catching up time necessary to make sure they're up on the very latest changes?
No, because they got all the rules changes all the way back in spring. They have been sent out they have had replays and old films showing the differences between the new rules and the old rules. They're all up to snuff on all the rules. They're ready.
Okay, that's good news.
Yeah,
Jerry,
absolutely.
Good to hear your voice again, and glad to hear you happier. You sounded like we could tell from our conversation the other day how personal this was for you.
Well, thank you, and you're absolutely right. I feel like a ton of weight has been lifted off of our shoulders.
Jerry, I'll ask this because I went through it in '87 when we walked out and there were replacement players, and then when we went back to work, some of those replacement players ended up on the field as teammates. Can you see a scenario where any of these officials over time work their way up and become NFL officials?
I don't think so. I'm not an expert at that, but I doubt it very much.
All right, Jerry. Good to hear your voice again. Thank you.
Thanks,
Jerry
Jerry.
Mark right with us. Mike and Mike in the morning. Brought to you in part by Sears, a proud sponsor of the ESPN Radio Fall Football Tour, live tomorrow from Philadelphia. This is Sears. I think what we